So we ask them, what do you want your system to do? So we listen to the client, we listen to their concerns, and then we design it around that. Now, I have yet to get a system or spec a system that Kipod cannot fulfill the needs of the client. Where previously other systems we were using, we always had issues. You know, it didn't do A, B, C, and D. Well, with Kipod, we can integrate to 99.9% of our clients.
So specifically, the Game of Thrones filming set, was it a direct referral of a customer?
It was a referral from another client who had explained to these guys what we do as a customer, and so what we done was we installed a system on site, and if you can see now, this is the layout of the site and position of the cameras, and where they had 2 and 3 security guards, they now have 0. They have now none whatsoever. And what we done was, what we offered them was, when you have some famous people like Gillian Anderson and Jamie Dorn arriving on site, our security guards don't ask for autographs or selfies because they're remote. So if you can see, like the position here, this is the main entrance to the film studio, and you can see it's well barriered, well guarded. So what we done with Kipod here in particular was we integrated AMPR, and then we integrated access control through this far gate. So basically, if someone is not on the list, they don't get in. If a registration is not on the list or not programmed on the system, they don't get in. It's very, very simple.
So obviously you screened all those fans that were willing to sneak into the filming site and ask for photographs. Oh,
we now catch them where they're trying to enter site. We audio them, ask them to leave. If they don't leave, on film days we have a guy on site just patrolling internally, not patrolling the boundary, because security guards don't work when you're looking at boundary patrolled. It doesn't work. You need cameras, you need good analytics, you need good pictures. That's what we have throughout all our sites. We have good cameras, good analytics, good pictures, you know, and it works. You know, we get our alarms, I'll just show you the layout of this particular site. We get our alarms, you'll see here our video analytics, all our tripwires, our regions of intelligence. You know, we don't do bad CCTV, we do good CCTV that works for the client as well. So
understand. So have you been monitoring this filming set for a long period of time as of now?
Yeah, I suppose from our very first Kipod, we had an older system in there which we replaced with Kipod because it wasn't up to what we wanted for our client. It wasn't capable of doing what we wanted, so we replaced it with Kipod. And now we're getting results that we wanted.
Understand. So any complaints so far? Any incidents that were prevented?
Yeah. The only complaints is that our guys in our control room are too strict. But the reason for that is we only do what's on the list. We only do what's on our protocols. We don't overdo it, or we don't guess that some guy should be there when he shouldn't be. It's down to the site management to put their name on the list. If their name's on the list, they show their ID to the camera. They get in. If it's not, they don't. That's the only place where we have complaints.
Understand. Well, yeah, sounds exciting. And I understand that another customer of yours, another major customer, is Statoil, where Metro CCTV is providing a perimeter security and events monitoring service.
Again, system similar to Game of Thrones. This is Ireland's largest oil storage facility. So I'll just give you now on the interactive map. So I'll just show you this camera. What we have here, you'll see on the bottom left of the picture, the bottom right of the picture, that was the old security hut where they had 2 guys patrolling the site constantly. We now have no men on site. We do all our patrols from our control room here in Cookstown, and we don't have issues anymore. We don't have issues with guys being sick. We don't have issues with guys being off on holidays. We don't have those issues have now disappeared. We have this complete good pictures, good connection, and good analytics. And the key to everything for us is good analytics. Analytics that works. Before we changed this to Kipod, we were using a Spanish system that was doing video analytics that didn't work. And we know what it's like, the difference between a video analytics system that works to one that doesn't work. We know the difference.
Understand, John. So basically you are saving a lot of money to this customer because you replace the actual physical guards security with what you are currently offering with Kipod's help. So do you have any idea, ballpark figures, how much money are you saving them?
About 90 grand a year.
About 90 grand a year. Understand.
Yeah,
So
in and around that. Yeah. And plus, it's a higher level of security. So there are massive savings plus a better product. You know, security guards, in my opinion, you know, and this is worldwide. You know, you put them into a hut, you put them into a warm room, they fall asleep. You know, someone gets in, it doesn't prevent the problem, it escalates the problem. So that's not an issue we have anymore.
Understand. Okay, and this is again a customer that you acquired as a referral from another client, or how did this go?
That was actually active sales. We wanted to show, you know, we wanted.
Oh, this was an active inbound marketing campaign.
It was indeed, yeah. We wanted to show how our video analytics were the best in the market, or what we use as the best in the market. And we're a strong advocate of, you know, high-end, high-quality CCTV that actually works. How often do you see Vitel, you know, images coming from law enforcement that are terrible? You know, that's not where we are as a company.
Understand. So how many operating cameras do you have on this site, on the Statoil site?
On that site, on video analytics, I think there's 36. Broke between two systems. We have one on the main oil terminal. So I'll just show you what I mean by that. We have one here, the pictures that you're seeing now, and plus then we have the jetty facility where the ship offloads. So we watch the fuel from when it arrives on the island to it gets to the vehicle. So I'll show you that as well. So if we go to, this is one of our unattended filling stations, again operated by Kipod. So from when the vehicle arrives to it gets to the vehicle, we have the footage, we have the registrations, we have the people using the system, we have everything. You know, so we're able to interact, or we're able to integrate every single point of when the fuel arrives on the island of Ireland to it enters the vehicle with our system, or with.
Understand. Yeah, that sounds exciting.
So I'll just give you a look at our control room. This is our control room facility. This is our R&D department as well, where when Kipod release new video analytics and new solutions, we test them all here. So this is our head office right now. So this is our control room live right now, integrated with audio. So here is our live wall, and on the right hand side we have our video analytic wall. So there's two operators working right now. So
and how many operators do you have in each shift?
Always got two round the clock. Before the introduction of Kipod, we had 3 and 4. Now we have 3 and 2 because it has drastically reduced the amount of alarms you receive. So it has, you know, with the introduction of Kipod it's now our main platform. Before, our main platforms were the likes of GeoVision, Delmire, stuff like that. Now we have one platform. We're a single platform company. Our engineers know the platform, our control room know the platform. We know how to set up our analytics. We're getting better results. We're finishing work quicker. You know, if there's an issue with cameras, the control room can identify that and report that to the problem to the engineers. So there's definitely drastic improvement.
So if I understand what you're saying correctly, you were able to save from 1 to 2 people per shift when you switch to Kipod.
From 1 to 2 people. Now, we will have doubled our amount of cameras by this time next year with our current order book, and we don't envisage having to add any more staff to our control room, because I think our guys in the control room get it easy. They're not under any pressure. They clear their alarms. They respond. They do whatever they have to do very quickly. This is working perfect for us, guys. You know, it definitely is a product. It's a product we're glad we found. This is actually Ireland's largest gas terminal, or LPG. This beside where the Titanic was built. So I'll just take you around and show you that. So if you can see, there's the large LPG storage tanks.
So this is Belfast, right?
This is in Belfast, yeah. This is Belfast live right now. So there's all the gas LPG storage. So I'm going to show you the slipway where the Titanic was launched. I'll show that to you now. Although it's dark, but you get the idea. This is it here. It just happens to be in the view of our camera, which is a good marketing tool for us guys. So that's the slipway there where the Titanic was first launched. So it's just there off that ramp. So it's a pretty
cool.
good marketing.
By the way, the connection is amazing. I can tell you that I can follow all the steps that you are currently doing, and most likely it's because Kipod server enables a very efficient bandwidth management based on our patented event priority system at video caching.
I also have to remind you, Vital, the connections here aren't that great. You know, we don't have good connections in this country. We have 2 and 3 meg upload. We have 40 meg download. You know, I've been to other countries where they have 100 meg upload and 200 meg download. We don't have that here. We won't have that here for a few years. Yet we're still able to run a very seamless system, a seamless control room, even though we have low speed connections.
So again, it's amazing what I'm currently seeing because you're sharing your screen and I can see that there's no latency or any signs.
Sorry, Vital, I'm going to show you the connection on 3G. Just a recent one. It's on a mobile SIM card. So we'll show that one to use now. It's a site that's going to be an unattended filling station. So this is the speed of the connection. Now we've only a couple of cameras on the site, but it's doing its purpose. It's protecting the site. You know, we're doing a bit of audio, so there's the speed of the connection. Now, granted the resolution is slightly lower, but still in all we have plenty of light and we have plenty of quality. So again, you know, good analytics, good video, good delivery, no site issues. So
understand.
That's a gas station being built right now. It opens sometime in January. So during the construction period, we protect the site as well.
Understand. So this is again an unmanned site that you are currently monitoring.
Yeah. So it's unmanned, and when it opens, it will be totally unmanned. Big bulk of our business here, Vital, is unattended and autonomous filling stations where our control room assists the customer. There's no one on site. We use Kipod to confirm someone's age to release fuel to them. It takes less than a second to do that. You know, we get to see every single vehicle entering the site by using a simple tripwire module. When the vehicle crosses the tripwire, it pops up in our control room. And then when a human crosses the tripwire with no vehicle, we know that that's an alarm. You have no need to be on one of these sites without a vehicle. So we audio the person, they leave the site immediately. So we don't have any hassle.
Understand. Can you tell me, John, how many cameras overall are you currently monitoring in your monitoring center?
I think it's 2026 or something like that, something around that. I think it's just.
And what's the average rate of events that you are dealing with per minute or per hour?
We deal with about 14, 15 alarms per minute. Now that does vary on how busy the gas stations do be, but on average it's about 14, 15. We have very few false alarms now. When you have good pictures, you won't get false alarms. And I suppose the other big help that Kipod has been to us, because in Ireland we have 4 seasons in one day, they were able to fine tune their video analytics to suit us as a company on the west of Europe. We do have literally snow, rain, a thunderstorm and sun splitting the skies in the one day. You know,
you can easily compete with Toronto because we've got almost the same thing. Virtually. It could be sun and it could be raining in a couple of hours. It could be snowing in the next couple of hours.
Well, let me tell you a story, Vital. When I first went to meet Kipod, you know, we had experience with analytics who told us that, look, our analytics are great, they're going to work, and then when we installed them in Ireland, they didn't work because of the fact we had 4 seasons in one day. When I went to Kipod, they said to me, look, you know, John, let's have a go, let's try, let's see if we can make it work. We tried it, we made it work, and now it's working all the time. So I'm in a place now where I'm very happy.
Perfect. So can you tell me what type of analytics modules are you currently using at those gas stations, the unmanned one that you're currently showing?
We use ANPR, automatic number plate recognition. We use tripwire, and we use motion in region. We use those three. We're going to launch our facial recognition, the facial recognition module, into our retailers now in January. It's just we haven't launched it yet, Vitel, because we've just been so busy. So in January we're launching as an add-on to our retail clients the facial recognition. So we'll be fit to match a vehicle with a person, you know, anywhere on our state of sites.
Understand.
We're excited about.
Are you currently using the audio analytics module for screams or gunshots, audio detection?
We weren't using it, but we done a demonstration to the local, to our local council authority, and that was one of the things they were most interested in because no one else was able to offer them those type of modules. So we'll be starting that project in March. So currently we're not, but we are moving forward. We will be, yeah.
Understand. Okay, and this unmanned gas stations project, is it expanding? I can see the one that is under construction. So I understand that you expect to join more sites in the foreseeable future.
We have 10 sites on at the minute, and we have 6 in construction right now. So it's extending rapidly. It's a huge growth market for ourselves. So we have, you know, and we have inquiries from other companies in mainland UK for the same type of.
Understand, John. So before we switch to the Q&A session, I just got a last question for you. We have a few security companies that were supposed to join this webinar, and I would like to ask you if you can recommend, if you get some recommendations for security companies that are planning to launch monitoring service, what should they start with? Because it's always a chicken and an egg dilemma. So what should they start with based on your experience?
Start off with a good platform. Don't be, you know, we had this argument when we started off, you know, we offer one platform for our security requirements. We're not a sweet shop. There's no selection. You have one good platform that operates your control room. That's what we have done. That's what works for us. You know, and if your operators will not be able to jump between different platforms because it stretches their, you know, it leaves them. They can't operate properly, you know, jumping between different platforms. So my advice to anyone is to start off with a good platform, and what you're seeing works for us. It definitely works for us here.
Excellent. Well, thanks, John. That was definitely available advice. I'm currently opening a Q&A session, and you can ask your questions using the chat. So in case some of you are not connected through the browser version, you can go and use the link that I shared with you. And for those that are connected, I'm currently typing in. So the Q&A session is here. Open now. So don't be shy. Go ahead, ask your questions, and John and I will try to answer them. Meanwhile, John, I still see your screen, and you're currently showing the monitoring center. On the right side of the screen, I understand that it's Kipod, and we see how operators are reacting to different events that are broadcasted. And on the left side of the screen, I can see the video wall. And this video wall.
Sorry, that's only for customer assistance. You know, in March time or April time, that video wall won't be there anymore because we've come up with a new idea for that. That's basically a waste of space.
Understand.
So come February or March, we'll be splitting our load. We'll be doing different things that Kipod has introduced to the software for us.
Sounds good. I've got a question from Stan. Any experience with integrating Kipod with other entrance systems like second-level authentication? Good or bad experience? Can you address that?
Well, our control room is all done with access control integration. You know, for us, it's been very simple. Anything that you find, Stan, from Kipod will be very one-touch, very simple, easy to program, easy to set up. Now, granted, at the start, when you first start using the software, it is a wee bit hard to get your head around it. Like, you know, any new software, any new piece of technology, but once you get onto it, you won't change.
So, if I understand correctly, you do have an entrance control system in your office that's integrated with Kipod?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This
is it a card-based system?
Yeah, card. Yeah. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, I can.
This particular site on the Game of Thrones, that is also done with the same access control. So it is. So I'll just show that to you again. Give me 1 second. There we go. So where are we at here?
Okay.
This barrier and the gate are both controlled remotely with access control with the same module. So for us, it's been very simple.
Understand. Do you remember what type of access control is used there? You know, what company is providing the access control?
To be honest with you, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's something that I could find out easily. That would be no issue at all. I can't remember. We have an access control specialist works for the company, and they're the specialist in access control. My remit is video analytics and business development. So I can find that out easily. That would be simple.
Perfect. Yeah, if you can shoot me some examples of access control companies that you're currently integrated with, I will just forward this to Stan. So I've got a question from Nick. The next one: what is the end user price range of the Metro CCTV service? What's included? Of course, if you wish to share this to the public, because we have different types of companies. If you wish to share a ballpark figure estimation, it's also good.
Listen, this varies because sometimes the companies don't like to do CapEx. They want it built in, a monitoring cost, a maintenance cost, and a system cost all built into a monthly charge. So it can range anywhere from, depending on the number of channels the client wants, anywhere from 300 quid a month, 300 pounds a month upwards, you know. So that varies depending on channels, depending on specification of site and equipment used. So it's hard to say, like, you know, the likes of a gas station, you know, 54 cameras, 20 or 18 or 20 channels of video analytics. You know, it all depends. Like, all of our projects are so different. You know, it's just hard to put a ballpark figure on it, you know.
Yeah, I totally understand. All right. Well, if someone has the last question for today, I'm strongly encouraging you to type in right now. And if everything is clear, yes, that has the last one. So with remote sites, gas stations, what type of connections do you use to connect Kipod server?
Well, we have fiber over copper here, which is basically an advanced copper signal, which is way behind. So we're using 2 megabyte upload from the site, 2-3 megabyte, and then on some of our 4G or 3G connections, you know, we have 10-12 megabyte upload. But I think anywhere from 2 megabyte upload is manageable for video analytics to get the alarms at a good rate into your control room.
Okay. Thanks, John. I don't see any further questions so far. So I would like to thank all the participants that took part in this webinar so close to Christmas. I've got another one. Okay, this will be the last one for today. The last one is, what are the main barriers of deploying Kipod in Canada? or why some customers prefer other products, not Kipod. Well, I'm not sure because so far we've got 6 installations in both Canada and U.S. and we only started the sales effort about 8 months ago. So I would guess that the main barriers are that customers are looking for specific references in this territory. And as of now, we were able to deploy 5 pilot projects, and 2 of them are related to the integrators that are working with us. So these are just pilot projects that we have in offices. We've got 2 monitoring centers that install Kipod, and for them, the experience that John is currently sharing is vital. So we're definitely going to share this recording with them. And we also got some end users, and we've got an installation in the casino, and we've got an installation in the parking lot. And those installations are in U.S. So I guess that the main barrier for deploying Kipod in U.S. and Canada for the last 8 months was the lack of local references, which we are solving right now, and I think that in 2017 those sites will be operational and would serve a good reference for the local clients. As of the other systems that they are deploying, well, they are using traditional video monitoring or video analytics, and traditional VMS is not web optimized and not fully suited the recent trends in the monitoring business, and for them, Kipod is a very modern platform, and is very different from what they used to have, and it's actually correlating with what John was mentioning to us. If you are planning a monitoring business today, you should plan for high end and a good web optimized system from the very beginning, and I think that Kipod has all the good positioning versus their competitors in the North America as well as in Europe and UK. So I would be glad to share our references in case someone is interested to get those. So as of now, would like to thank all the participants and John for taking part in this webinar. And I wish you all happy holidays and hope to see you among our clients in early 2017. Thank you all.
Okay.
Take care.